today has got to be a good day. Namely, because it's meant to be pouring with rain right now, and it's not. And I have the Audi R8 V10 Performance. You need to drive this car. Let me explain. So, depending on your age, if somebody says supercar, the first thing that comes to my head is the Audi R8. Now, I know it's not as sharp and pointy as, say, a Lamborghini Huracan or a Aventador, but this is, for me, where it started. Although this isn't the all-wheel drive version of the R8, this is the rear-wheel drive version, it still can be a daily. And I know what you're saying, what you're trying to say, that a daily car can't be rear-wheel drive. Of course it can. This is a day, and this is a rear-wheel drive car. However, when it comes to winter and these wet, slippery roads, as far as you're not an idiot, you can still get away with this. We're doing, what, 40 miles an hour here, damp roads, knock it down a cog, grips, and goes. Yes, 305mm width rear wheels, but that aside, it is the ultimate fun and stupid daily. Now, if you can't tell already, driving this around makes me feel like the boss. It makes you feel like you're playing football, makes you feel like you own a mansion, it makes you feel like you're him. And with this being mid-engined, right behind my head lies that glorious 5.2 V10. And it's lovely, so lovely. Lamborghini stole it and whacked it in their cars. Yes, Audi did it first, that's what I'm saying anyway. But that aside, why I feel this machine is him is because I've driven this thing for the last 7 days, and when you're in comfort, I couldn't tell I was driving a supercar, other than the fact that everyone kept looking at me and going like this. Then I noticed, oh wait, hold on, I'm not in my hybrid daily driver or the M4, because when I drive the M4, everyone usually does another hand sign with a finger involved. So what I'm trying to say is, whoops, jump here. Oi. This is very special. So straight off the bat, looking at this thing, you can tell it's rather special. You can see in the Kimura grey, along with the bronze wheels, which are rather dirty, so do excuse the mess. It looks lovely. Something I really like, which is really helpful for a daily driver, is this. Look at the height. It clears a speed bumps very, very easily. Also, with this being one of the cars with the carbon pack, you can see you've got carbon splitter, you've got lovely carbon over here, more carbon over here, and have a look at this diffuser for meatiness. Cheese to the bread. It's definitely thick. So yeah, this has been my daily driver for the last 7 days. When it arrived, full tank, it was saying 320, but I'm thinking more 250 if I'm lucky, or if the day's like this, I don't know, 100 miles per tank. But that aside, this thing is a special bit of kit. Like I said, when Tony Stark arrived with this in Iron Man, that was it for me. This was always the dream, and the V10 just sounds beautiful. With this being an FSI and not a TFSI, there is no turbo, so when you put your foot down, it just goes. On the interior, you haven't got loads of space. There is no back seats, with this being a proper supercar. Bang & Olufsen sound systems, I think they're integrated in the headrests as well, but more importantly, they look after you. They do look after you, because yes, the engine is in the back or in the middle, and that is definitely enough. You can see tripods in there. I got some lovely juice to clean it up when you get a bit filthy, and this, like I said, does what it says on the tin. You could easily do a getaway in this car. A weekend getaway, excuse me. So no joke, I know you're not going to get a supercar and daily drive it, but if you were going to, it would definitely be this. Some of the cars that people class as a supercar can't even fit in a parking space. This can and has, and it's gone up ramps and down ramps with no issues, and it doesn't even have a lift. R8 V10, get it done. Now when I press this drive select button, which is a bit annoying because I'm quite sure there was a flag button which would put you straight into performance or dynamic mode. You have to cycle through the modes. It's okay, it works, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to leave it in comfort anyway, because you definitely got enough poke to get this thing going. But when you are in comfort and the gearbox is in drive, it just purrs away. Something to note, this Bang & Olufsen sound system is amazing, but you have to choose. You either love your music, because when it's on you can't hear the engine. You can hear it, but it depends on how loud you listen to. Sound system is epic. And then when you are in comfort and the sound system is off, this is what you hear. 40 miles an hour, 5th gear, nothing. You hear the ticking of the FSI engine, but other than that, daily you'll probably see 22, 23 miles per gallon. It's reasonably comfortable. You can't beat this. Parking it, it's not huge, it's not that wide. Fuel tank is big enough. There's only positives about the Audi R8. Negative, you'd be hard pressed to find one. And if you really were looking for negatives in the supercar, then you've bought it for the wrong reason, because I don't think it's so much about the performance. It's more about, like I said, the way it makes you feel. And it makes you feel very special.